Hey everyone, I'm Alicia from A Music Blog, and I'm delighted to be here with the guys from Cheerleader. How are y'all doing?
Good. Hey.
Awesome. Well, just to kick things off, we have to, of course, discuss your upcoming debut record, The Sunshine of Your Youth. So just how was the experience for all of you creating your debut album together?
It was a long process for sure. It started all the way in a basement in Hartford, Connecticut, and went to Philadelphia, and then to a record studio in Los Angeles, California. So, a few years in few different states later, we had made a record that we're super excited about and ready to get out there.
Awesome. Well, something I really enjoyed when listening to the album in full was the lyricism, because I really got that sense of looking back on your youth and kind of the realization of adulthood. So just if you could tell me a little bit more about the title track and what influenced that.
Yeah.
You want to take that one?
Sure. I don't know. I guess I was just sort of sitting in my apartment one day and, I don't know, thinking about life. And, just sort of trying to, capture that sort of universal moment everyone has when they look back at their life and, early 20s. And they're like, oh, man, things used to be so cool and, or whatever.
Less
and, things have changed. And,
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Well, I read that some of your influences range from Talking Heads to Bowie to New Order. So with all of those kind of new wave 80s influences, where did your love of that genre kind of come from?
We all share it for sure. That's I don't know, when Joe and I were still in Connecticut, there was one summer that was beautiful, and it made sense to be listening to that stuff. I don't know, polyrhythms are nice. Anyone else want to speak to it?
Did you say vocal backgrounds?
Pardon?
I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, new wave music or just 80s music.
Oh,
I mentioned a couple of bands I saw as influences.
Makes you dance.
Yeah, it makes you dance.
Yeah.
Were there any other artists that you were listening to or you're a fan of that kind of helped influence the debut?
I guess there was a lot.
Yeah.
Anything else come to mind? Carl, how about you?
I guess Pixies probably be a big one.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of grunge. Weirdly enough, I think because we all kind of grew up on that. Early 90s
Nirvana
Seattle
and Green Day
sound.
for
And
sure.
even though it may not be as obvious, I think it's definitely kind of in the heart of the music.
You guys always talk about Katy Perry too.
Yeah, Katy Perry was huge, and Robin, and
Really?
Iconopop. That all kind of happened at the same time.
Yeah.
Those songs were all pretty great. And then Cut Copy and My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, okay, cool.
A ton of different stuff.
So it's really eclectic for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow. And then as we were discussing before the camera decided to roll, we were talking about your current tour with the Wombats. You're pretty stoked for that, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
I read you're pretty big fans of nature and just walking around. So is there a specific city that you look forward to just, in exploring the most?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Denver and San Francisco, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seeing the Rockies, the Redwoods.
Yeah.
Hoping to drive by the Grand Canyon on the way down too would be really, really sweet. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed we can make that happen.
Hopefully get real high in the Rockies.
And how about you two? Any cities you look forward to the most?
Just Portland. I have friends out there.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I know a week back you posted a photograph where all of you were smiling in the van, getting pretty pumped for everything that's to come, and it was properly titled Van Smiles. So what are some other things that you do in the van just to keep yourselves, just from the boredom that sometimes comes from long drives on the road?
I'd say, a lot of Radiolab, some great podcasts, comedy albums I think have really been stand-up comedy. Because music is great for a little while, but then everybody kind of has their own thing and kind of get tired of it. But put on a Patton Oswalt record and 45 minutes fly by. So I think that's been pretty great.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And then since this is a relatively extensive tour, what are some quintessential items you knew you had to pack for what's to come?
Ooh, that's a good question too. Yeah, we kept messing up. Settlers Can is awesome. If they want to endorse, I don't know how they would do that. Anyway, that game is great. And there's a travel one that we kept forgetting to bring and finally remembered this time.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. We haven't, right.
It's just the beginning. You have
Plenty of time.
Fresh socks? I don't know. Toothbrush? Yeah.
the quintessentials.
Pack everything crossing the border.
Also true. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there
you
you
go.
go. There you go, everybody. Well, yeah, just to wrap everything up here, I wanted to ask all of you, what would you say is the best part about being in Cheerleader together?
Being in Cheerleader together.
Yeah?
Being boys, making new friends, and you know. Did you say cheesesteak?
Yeah, best cheesesteak in Philly. Camera guy wants to know.
Okay, best cheesesteak in Philly. Well, they're vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
vegan. They're actually vegan.
we won't ask over there.
He can't have gluten, so that just leaves us two.
Pat's or Gina's?
What do you think? I would say
Yeah.
Jim's is good.
Yeah.
Jim's, I like Jim's. I would say Jim's. But there's a new place, Joe's, just opened by us, like right across the street. I haven't gone yet. Totally, could be
It
good.
could be the best. You never know.
No, just because of the proximity to our house, I think it could be best.
Awesome. All right, well, that wraps everything up. And I just want to say thank you so much for your time today. We really look forward to catching you in Toronto tonight. And for everyone at home, be sure to visit us at www.amusicblogya.com for all exclusive interviews with your favorite artists. We'll see you next time.